talk your normal voice. If I have to turn it down, I have to turn it down. But anyway,
Do you want me to stop again?
No, I can just cut this part out.
Okay.
So this is the start of the Gav and Nate podcast.
That's right. Again.
Yes.
Again.
Let's not mention that old one.
Why?
So it doesn't alienate viewers being like, oh, we didn't get the lore.
The lore?
Where's the episode 0? Where's the hidden podcast? And then we're going to have to answer back, I don't have it because it's on my old laptop that is actually garbage.
You could.
So,
I bet we could find it. Yeah. I could probably find it, honestly.
I could probably find it. But...
It's on that one app. We won't bring it up.
No, it deleted after a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Anyways, so how are you, Gavin?
Kind of rough.
You having a good night?
I'm having a night.
So, for any viewers out there that watch the channel, we review foods and stuff. Well, Gavin reviews foods.
Gavin reviews food and stuff.
Yes, and we just recorded him reacting to sardines in hot sauce. And that's all we're going to leave it at. Check out the video.
My God, dude. I am rough. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, there was also a couple other things that you didn't like, so.
Yeah, a couple other things I didn't like, then like one thing I actually positively reviewed.
Yeah.
Out of all the things I had.
And you ate all of them, too.
No.
No, I mean the chocolate things.
Oh, yeah. Those are good. The goobers.
Yeah. So.
But, yeah, that's all we'll leave it at. Watch it if you're all curious, because I know there's a few of you probably got curious right away, because we're masters at teasing.
Absolutely.
Nate, how was your day?
I'm doing alright.
Doing alright?
I finished some things that you ate.
It's true. Again, watch the episode.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll figure out which ones he likes.
I've had a pretty good night in general. Like, I made some lasagna with my mom the other couple hours ago.
That sounds really good.
It was very good.
Yeah, lasagna is kind of banging. Yeah. I see why Garfield likes it so much. But no, yeah, you're right.
He certainly hates those Mondays, but he loves that lasagna.
Yeah. I wanted a cat named Garfield for a while, but like I've come down to one name, and it's named Peeve.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Peeve.
Peeve?
Yeah. So my girlfriend right now, we've come to the conclusion that if we get pets, I'm gonna name one. I'm gonna only get her one. Here's what we went with. She loves cats, but like, of course I don't. I'm allergic and I just don't like them. They're boring.
You're allergic to cats?
I'm allergic to the fur.
I've never known this about you.
Really? I swear I've brought it up before.
I don't think so.
Really? Well, I'm allergic to cat fur. But so we've come to the conclusion that we only get like 2 cats. She wants more, but again, I just said 2.
Should you get cats if you're allergic?
I could be around them, but like I get used to it. Like I was allergic to my dog for a while.
Okay.
And then I got used to him. And occasionally I'll have like flares, but that's it. But basically, so we're gonna get 2 cats, and I'm gonna name one of them. And the condition is, okay, we'll only get 2 cats as long as she gets rabbit, which I'm like, cool. Rabbits are cute.
I like rabbits.
I like rabbits too. So I'm naming it Peeve, so I can have a pet peeve.
Okay.
Was that the longest setup for a joke,
or
what?
So.
You laughed. you laughed.
Okay.
That's all that matters. 4 minutes in.
4 minutes. I was trying to look at what it was.
4 minutes
in. I thought it said 10 minutes for a second. I'm like, oh my
goodness. This whole joke, this pet peeve joke, went on for 10 minutes.
All right. So, moving on. We should probably explain what this podcast is about. And I'll be honest, I don't even know yet.
We don't.
We're kind of winging it.
This is like our first podcast for the channel.
Yeah, like we kind of have the mindset of just like we want to talk in more of a long form, and we think it would be kind of entertaining for people as well out there.
Like, I think the first 5 minutes so far, I feel like people are entertained.
Yeah, I think so. The longest setup for a joke I've ever heard.
You laughed, so it worked.
It was pretty good, I gotta admit.
Thank you.
So, along with this, I guess we'll we'll say that with this being a long form thing, we can almost have a discussion with any viewers. So on the YouTube, currently, we will just have the comments regular. We might change into a different system later on, but as of right now, it's going to be just comments. So we wanted to ask people to like suggest topics, maybe, if you want anything in particular.
Yeah, we'll try to go off on it.
We also want to just like spotlight maybe like the cooler comments, maybe some nice ones, maybe some heartwarming ones.
Non-toxic.
Yes, non-toxic.
Just
maybe we'll read some funny toxic ones.
Yeah, like if it's a roast that we find funny,
Yeah.
we may. But if it's like too offensive or like just not funny and just really mean, no, we won't tolerate it.
We kind of already talked about. I'm going through these really quickly.
Yeah.
We have some things on my notebook here that I wanted to talk about, and I thought it was going to take longer, but I don't know. There's some things.
Well, I mean, this is our first one, and like in the midst of podcast, it's usually all improv.
Yeah, right.
Like the pet peeve thing. You think I came into this?
I thought you did.
Not really. I just kind of came off the top of my head.
So anyways, we want to talk about upcoming videos. By the time this comes out, the technical first episode of our food review series will be out. We'd like to have these go up on Wednesdays. We were talking about beforehand. That could change if we think of something better. Because we're thinking like hump day, people are getting through. Maybe they listen to them during their work or something.
School.
Or school.
Lunch, you know.
Don't listen to these in the middle of class.
Do not.
Be
please.
responsible.
Listen to your teachers.
Yeah, listen to your teachers.
Stay in school.
Listen to your Zoom classes.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Just stay in school, dude.
Until you graduate, then you should probably leave.
Hugs, not drugs.
Yeah, hugs, not drugs.
That's facts.
Smiles, not piles of drugs. Upcoming videos. We have the second episode. We're going up on the 15th. On Sundays is our food reviews, so that will be the hostess drinks.
Yep.
I guess we'll just have to say.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that was a really fun one.
It was fun.
All of them are fun.
Yeah. All of them have been pretty fun. They've had their own unique happenings.
Yes. Yeah, it's all natural. We don't script anything, by the way.
You'll find out.
The most we've scripted for this is me writing down possible topics to talk about.
Yeah, and we're just going off of them. And like really, like they're not, it's scripted, but like there's nothing like,
I wouldn't even call it scripted. It's
just like notes. It's just like little like one line things.
Yes.
Like, like introduction. Boom. Yeah, that's all it says.
Don't expose me.
I won't. I only said introduction. I won't do certain other ones.
I tried to be prepared. You came with hardly anything, so I don't want to hear about it.
I feel like I'm natural, so.
Yeah, you are pretty natural. So I guess that's the video that'll come out around this podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
And then since we're kind of on the topic, we should talk about the schedules.
Wow.
Like I said Sundays are going to be for the food reviews. And then I'm not sure what we want to do for these podcasts yet.
I think we should just scatter them, honestly.
Scatter them? That's what I was kind of thinking.
Like, until we have more things to do for the show.
Yeah.
Which we'll get there. But until then, we're just going to do, like, podcasts, I think, just, like, on days.
Yeah, like maybe once every 3 or 4 weeks, I'm going to guess.
That's fine.
So, there's going to be a couple of videos of the food reviews by the time a second one comes out, but I guess that'll give us something to talk about. Maybe behind the scenes stuff.
Oh yeah, behind the scenes stuff. That would be a good one.
So look out for that, I guess, from a month from now. Or if it's already out, check it out.
Yes, sir. Support us,
Yeah, we don't have anything to actually support us, but like watch the videos.
That's all you need.
Share them around.
Like share, like the only support you need to give us is just sharing our content.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. Like just sharing them. Like we don't have a Patreon like some YouTubers because I feel weird taking people's money.
I wouldn't, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like All you gotta do for support is just share the videos.
Yeah, just share them to your friends, your family. So the next thing on my list, your eyes are jumping to what's after this.
But we'll get there.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just kind of doing housekeeping right now because it's the first episode. We gotta tell people what's going on.
Indeed.
So on this podcast, we have a couple of friends we would love to have as guests eventually.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Like hardcore.
Yeah,
It'd be so much fun.
I had. Actually, I'm not gonna say that.
Just say like Jim or something.
No.
Okay.
So, guests on here in the future, sometime. We're not really sure when we want to do that. Per se, we kind of want to like set up this as us.
I'm really excited about a couple of guests in my mind right now.
I'm really excited too.
Like honestly.
There's one that can't join us for quite a while. Yeah, one of our best friends. He's I'm not gonna say his name for his own privacy. I don't know how comfortable he is on the internet.
Randall.
No, we're not gonna say fake names, but he's in basic training for our state's National Guard. I think he'd be fine with us saying that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because like that's so broad.
Yeah. So he's there right now. He's gonna be gone for about 6 months.
Till April at least.
Yeah, I think April.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably have him on if he wants to in about April.
And if.
Yeah, if.
Yeah, we don't want to force anything.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we'll have a bunch of other guests. I hope.
We have friends.
Yeah, we have friends.
I promise we have friends.
Yeah.
We're not losers.
So, yeah, that's that. I guess. Guests.
I guess.
Hopefully you still have friends.
Promise.
So, the first actual talking topic, I don't know which one we should do.
The more serious one?
Okay, I'm putting my notebook here for all the listeners. Should we do that one? Or should we do that one?
Yeah, the more serious one. I think we probably should do first.
Okay, so we'll start off serious, but we have less serious topics on here.
I'm pretty excited about honestly both these topics. Bless you.
That was a cough.
I know. Bless you, man.
Yeah.
Dude, look at the spike. Did you see the spike? My God.
Okay, so it's 2020.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, we've had quite the predicament through this whole entire year, pretty much.
What a decade.
Since about
already.
Well, actually, technically, it started last year, but it got bad this year.
It got worse.
It got way worse, and it's keep on getting worse because
just constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour is what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
And you do not want to be. You don't want to get it. If you get tickets, you gotta leave your. You have to stay in one spot for 2 weeks. Watch the concert for 2 weeks. It's kind of torturous. And then you get out of the concert and you're like, well, sweet relief. And then for the most part, you're fine for it. But like, you know.
I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour?
I think we should not sing any of the key words.
The Backstreet Boys reunion
I think we should just talk about the Backstreet Boys reunion.
Well, I got this from Game Grumps, by the way.
Yeah, I was
shout out to the Game Grumps.
I thought I heard that somewhere.
Shout out to the Game Grumps. Funny guys.
Yeah. Let's make ourselves though.
Yeah, but it's funny.
The Spice Girls reunion.
No, not the Spice Girls reunion. I'm thinking NSYNC reunion tour.
NSYNC reunion?
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Was that him or was
no, that was him.
Okay, so Justin Timberlake and NSYNC.
Yeah.
They got back together this year, and lots of people were trying to stay away from them, and it was kind of mandated that people stay away from them. But then people didn't want to because they thought it was kind of infringing on their freedom, and so they went out to see them in concert, and now NSYNC is everywhere. Worldwide. And it's really affecting the economy, and it's a big NSYNC is it's really messing with the election right now.
Yep.
That's topical. By the time this goes out, the election should have been already over.
Maybe, yeah.
Wednesday, the day after. Yeah.
Yeah. Big stuff going on in 2020.
NSYNC, a hot topic.
The biggest topic of 2020, the NSYNC reunion tour.
So, with that in the background, what's your experience with NSYNC?
Luckily, most of my family members have not interacted with NSYNC. Actually, we've been pretty safe. We don't like boy bands, so.
I don't think anybody likes boy bands.
Yeah, but this boy band's really interesting.
I think generally people like to stay away from NSYNC.
Yeah, but occasionally people are just like, their hit single "Bye Bye Bye" it just gets in their head. And
it just spreads to everybody.
It just
around
spreads,
them,
yeah.
And it stays on people's radios for 28 days.
Oh my god. Yeah, but like most of the family members not really affected. Most of the people I know, like personally, haven't been affected either. We've been pretty safe for the most part. So I'm glad for that. I have no experiences. When we were told to stay at home away from the NSYNC reunion tour, a lot of things happened though.
Yeah, I heard from our friend that when you guys had to come out and they thought NSYNC was kind of going away.
Yeah.
That like you were like really squirrely.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this before, but I wanted to bring it up on the podcast because I thought it was a fun story.
Yeah.
Where like he was coming back to get his Watchmen book because he wanted to read instead of instead of listening to NSYNC.
As you would.
Yeah, and so he comes to your house to get it, and you were staying too far enough away so you couldn't hear it sing. You understand? 6 feet away.
Yeah, if you stay 6 feet away from someone who you think that might have NSYNC or have listened to NSYNC or come in contact with anything related to NSYNC,
it's the length of a headphone cord.
6 feet. Yeah.
He was making sure that you wouldn't look it up.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, he said you were like really squirrely, like you were like shaking your head and you're like, oh, hello. You haven't got NSYNC, have you?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then
I think that's basically the story, unless you have something to add.
No, that's basically it. I was just, human interaction was really rare for me at that time because that was before I met.
Yeah, because you don't know who's been listening to NSYNC.
Right. And this was before I met my girlfriend, so like I was really like that. Like him coming to my house was like the first human interaction outside of my family in like 2 months.
Yeah, like you have your sister, who you guys seem to get a lot closer. You said like through it. You guys were doing like poses on Facebook and stuff. And you're like, oh yeah, we got backs to each other, we got guns and stuff.
Yeah, we're like James Bond, bro.
It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
I liked it.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, because I liked it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like there's that. Yeah, it was kind of squirrely, I guess. It didn't really occur to me until you guys brought it up to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, it kind of was one day. But like, yeah, it's like. That happened, then I was alone for like another 2 months, and then I met people in my life. I met people in my life, and I got happiness.
You actually went to, in the middle of it, in like summer, you went to a prom.
Yeah.
And I berated you for that. I called you stupid.
I know, but
I still think it was a dumb thing to do.
In my defense, I'm not going to homecoming where it's way worse.
I thought they already had homecoming.
It got postponed because the NSYNC reunion tour is getting worse.
Well, yeah, but
it's spreading again. They're having a reunion tour right now.
They extended their tour.
They got more dates, and it's just it's everywhere.
They got more venues.
More venues than ever before, really. So yeah, it's very, At least I didn't go to that. Because, like, when prom was going on, the cases were, like, sparse. They weren't.
They were not sparse.
Well, they were.
They've always been bad.
Okay, well, they're worse now.
Yeah, they're worse
in
now.
my defense.
But they were pretty bad back then.
I didn't get anything from it. So.
Yeah.
You know.
So, what's your... I guess we kind of touched on it. Like, your experience with NSYNC now. Like, nowadays.
Yeah.
Because you're in school.
Yes, I am.
Gavin is still a high school student. Mm-hmm. He is in his senior year. Big man.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir. I am a big man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a baby man.
Little baby man.
No, I'm not.
Little baby man.
I'm not a little baby man.
Little baby man.
We just dated this podcast.
We dated it with the NSYNC reunion. Okay?
That's true. By saying 2020, we dated it.
Yeah, 2020 NSYNC reunion. They know what we're talking about.
Right.
No further context needed.
There's, like, people actually think, did NSYNC have a reunion tour?
Those two people.
People, like, are like...
2 out of the 3 people that will listen to this podcast were like, NSYNC got back together.
Wait, JT got back together with the boys?
Oh.
Joey Fatone? and then yeah. But, like...
It's a high school.
High school, yeah, that's what we're talking about. I forgot for a second.
Yeah. This is why I'm here. Yeah. I can keep you on track.
I have the worst memory. Just for reasons. But, like, yeah, high school. It's weird. This year, at least.
That's weird. Give us some insight. How is the NSYNC reunion troubled with your high school?
We have to wear these NSYNC repellents across our face.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of weird. You got to wear them a lot. Like, every time you go out, like, in the store, to school. That's it. But still, you wear them a lot because you go out a lot.
See, it doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not a lot, but people think it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's
especially for, like, millennials / Gen Zs, which I am a part of.
I think it's more the boomers, honestly.
The boomers, you think?
Yeah, I think the boomers are more like, oh, this is touching. This
is stupid.
They're trying to take away my freedom and my rights.
They're trying to take away my freedom. Well, I say those NSYNCs better get out of here.
Who is this boy band? I think this boy band was made in a lab.
What does this Jason Timberland want? You like that? You like that? I thought that was clever. It was really off the top. It was like, Grandpa is Justin Timberlake. I know what I said.
It's Jason Timberland.
But yeah, it's just weird.
Check out my Jason Tims.
How much did your Tims cost, Gramps? 200. 200 cents. Anyway.
I'll be tripping.
Homie. And...
Dog.
Oh my god.
I don't remember what we were doing anymore.
High school, I think.
Oh yeah, high school. I think you got it all.
Yeah, basically.
From what I know.
The NSYNC repellents we have to wear. It's just weird.
Yeah.
You know, we have to kind of keep our distance because NSYNC, you know, they're trying to listen with their headphones, so you got to keep headphone distance.
Yes, headphone distance.
We're going really far with this show. It's pretty.
It's funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just weird, you know.
Yeah, I guess nowadays, I have a more unique experience than you.
Yeah.
Starting out soon, because I've got a job recently.
Mm-hmm.
Got one of those job things.
Those things that pay you.
Yes. Because this is never gonna pay us, probably.
You never know. Anything can happen.
I hope so.
Anything.
I'm in debt.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not. So.
Hey, I'm not.
Yeah, I just had to flex on you real quick. I will soon if I go to college. But.
So yeah, I'm working at a place where NSYNC is really popular, and I have to make sure I'm not gonna catch the vocals or anything.
The G clefs.
Yeah, I gotta watch out for those G clefs more often. So, We're taking the proper precautions and not get in sync.
NSYNC is very dangerous. So
I think that's as far as I can go with that joke.
Right.
With my
yeah, with you don't. We kind of want to keep our location kind of not known. Because like I don't like people knowing. We live in a rural town. It's small. I'm sure you could find us.
Yeah, probably.
And we don't want that. Especially if it blows up.
Yeah.
Because that'd be kind of bad.
We're going to get doxxed like after this goes over.
Absolutely.
Like, look at these fucking dumbasses. They gave their street address, their social security card, and their credit card numbers all in the same podcast.
And I have a print of their birth certificates.
Fucking dumbass.
Fucking idiot.
So, I guess, NSYNC really affected us all. Hope they
one of the most influential bands out there right now. Maybe of all time. Maybe of all time. When all things are said and done.
Hopefully their tour ends by 2020 ends. But who knows?
I mean, they could go on tour for as long as they want.
That's your opinion.
They could.
So on a lighter note.
Oh, really? A much more lighter note.
A lighter note than NSYNC.
No, not November.
Yeah. So, do you have any plans for No Nut November?
Do I have any plans? Well,
are you gonna try it? Are you gonna attempt it?
I'm gonna attempt
fail it.
I'm gonna fail it, I think, but I'm gonna attempt it. Tomorrow is the last day of October as we're filming this.
Oh yes, we should have mentioned that.
Yeah. So tomorrow's the 31st. It's Halloween. Hallows Eve.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do my thing tomorrow. I'm gonna put into work, and then throughout November, see what happens.
He has a girlfriend, by the way, so it's gonna be a lot harder if she comes over, and it's like, hey,
bud,
just lose.
But I'm gonna prosper and say no. I'm gonna politely decline.
She's gonna get like new lingerie or something, and be like, Gavin, now.
And I'll politely decline.
Be like, no thanks. I'm good.
Exactly.
I don't need the sexes.
Yeah, I don't need your vagina.
I don't need your bubs and vagine.
Yeah, that's right. I don't need your lady parts.
I don't need human physical contact.
Yeah, that's right. I don't need to touch your skin with my skin. In a very intimate way.
I don't have anything else to say about that.
There, you just hear. I hope it picked up the snaps.
Maybe.
I think it did. But...
Yeah, it definitely did. I might try it. I casually do it each year, but then by like the third or fourth day, I'm like,
Jesus,
sure.
Give in.
Whatever.
Your good old Mary Palmer and her 5 sisters come in.
Absolutely.
And they just bombard you.
See, this is a good thing that they don't know what I look like, so they can't even have an image in their mind.
Right. They don't know what well, they do.
They do know what you look like.
Yeah. You've said that you're compact, though.
I'm compact?
Yeah, like you said yourself, and I quote, I'm fat.
Oh,
on one of the episodes.
Yeah, but that's not... People say they're fat all the time, so am I fat?
I couldn't even...
I could be...
Honestly, I don't even know.
I could be a skinny guy saying I'm fat, like a girl being like, oh, I'm so fat.
Especially when they're not. That really bothers me, because it's like, come on. I get you're insecure, but
it's like, dude, you had one Reese's cup. You're not fat. You're just indulging yourself.
You're just enjoying yourself.
Yes.
You're just rewarding yourself for being alive. That's what that means. And but like I don't even know if you're fat, honestly.
I mean...
To continue the lore, I'm blind.
I'm blind. Okay. we should try and not meme too much on the podcast.
I guess you're right.
Okay, so my figure is a mystery.
My figure is also a mystery.
But, okay. But Kevin is not blind. He is deaf though.
Yeah, very.
No, Eddie. No, none of that is true.
Okay.
I think that's all I have for No Nut November.
No Nut November. My thing. Where did that even originate?
I have no idea.
Like, why would it be a thing? Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving month, not November.
It's nice alliteration. I don't know.
It is a nice
Like
alliteration.
December is destroy dick December.
Yeah, say that one more time.
Destroy dick December.
There you go. Yeah. What would be September? Suck. Suck. Sick.
I don't know.
September.
There's one for February. It's like
Fat.
Fap in February, probably.
Um.
Jack in January. Menstruating March.
Apologetic April. It's where you apologize to your dick for all the abuse.
Maybe a blowjob May.
And jubilant June.
Just a couple more seconds, July.
And absolutely destroying dick August. Jesus, that's a stretch.
Yeah, sure. That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not clever.
Yeah, I'm not clever.
I don't know. The Marsh was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
That was pretty good.
Should we move on?
I mean,
I feel like we've exhausted No Doubt Remember. I feel like after a sentence, we exhausted that.
yeah, dude, it's a podcast. You can't really exhaust after one sentence. But anyway, yeah, we can move on. So, I'm not going to have any context. I'm at Urban Dictionary, right? And I looked up raw in the Urban Dictionary, and the definition was unadulterated, hardcore, serious, no kidding, no shit. Do not ask why I looked up. I'm not going to give context. I opened it up to raw, the Urban Dictionary.
Okay. All right, so next topic we're going to talk about is kind of random, but Gavin wanted to talk about it. The new Suicide Squad movie.
That's right.
It comes out next year or maybe 2022. I think some stuff got shuffled around.
I don't know.
But it's coming out sometime. So if you watch the original Suicide Squad, a couple people die, and in the comics, lots of them die all the time. And me and Gavin kind of talked about this before in our own time, but Gavin thought it would be good podcast talk.
I think it would.
To kind of predict who we think is going to die.
That's right.
In the new one.
That is right. The comics, right, people die. All the time.
Yeah.
That's the whole...
I haven't read most of them, but I've heard.
That's the whole joke. They just die.
Yeah. And I have something to add before this, since our last conversation. There was an article that came out where James Gunn, the director, and the writer of it, said, I was given permission to kill anybody I wanted. And so that puts a whole spin on this, because it's like,
oh my god,
ones that we thought were safe, like Harley Quinn,
she could pass away.
She could actually die.
She could pass away.
Yeah.
Why it's taking a fucking year to load? Sorry.
Gavin's trying to pull up a list of them.
Okay.
Failing.
So right away, we're gonna start up from the top.
Do you have all of them there?
Yeah, all 17 are listed right here in this article.
Okay. So what do we got?
We're gonna start off with the titular character, Maggie Robbie herself.
Maggie Robbie. So Harley Quinn.
So
Halle Berry.
Harley Bailey.
Harley Davidson.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, Harley Quinn.
Everyone's favorite clown queen of crime.
I still don't think she's gonna die.
I don't think she'll die.
She's
either.
way too popular.
She's too hot.
1 million and I don't know, 200,000 million.
Out of 10 Whoopi Goldbergs, what are the chances of her dying? I give her a 1.
Wait, out of how many?
10.
Out of 10.
10 Whoopi Goldbergs.
You can't go up to 10. It's usually 5.
Yeah, but like, we should do 10
Okay,
because there's multiple this time,
Okay.
and it's not food.
Yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah, it'll be different. I'm gonna give her a 1, maybe even a -1. I don't think she'll die.
I just think a 0.
Wouldn't that be?
Actually, no. I'm gonna go with a 2 because everybody's thinking she's gonna live.
Mm-hmm. So,
but then that article came out, and it's like, I can kill anybody I want. I was told I can. I got the papers signed from DC right here. You see them? And I think he's trying to suggest that it's a possibility. But at the same time, I was going to say, there's so many people dressing up as Harley Quinn and she makes big bucks for DC. So I almost wonder if it was almost a rhetorical thing where it's like, yeah,
Make you think?
Yeah, like you can kill everybody, ha ha ha, but don't actually kill anybody.
Yeah, like the big ones, like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, like you can kill anybody, but like, don't kill Harley.
Please don't kill Harley.
It's like $1 billion.
She makes us so much money.
We want her in the Joker sequel next time.
Probably do.
I'd be surprised if they didn't try and do something with a new Harley.
Honestly, I don't know if they would. So we got the next character. We got Bloodsport. Idris Elba's character.
Oh, right.
Idris Elba, sorry.
I think he's got a good shot. I think Idris
I mean,
Elba's...
that's ironic because his character is all about shooting.
Well, I think he's got a good shot because Idris Elba's a pretty big name. He's been in some big stuff like Hobbs and Shaw.
That was the first thing you thought of.
Well, it's recent. It was last year.
You could have put Cats.
MCU. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was the villain in Cats.
Oh, he was the villain?
Yeah.
I thought it was that talk show host.
No, he's one of the main guys.
Or that one that like licks her like
Pussy.
I don't know.
Reba, what's her? Rebel Wilson?
Yeah, Rebel Wilson.
Yeah. No, I wish she was the villain. I wanted to like neuter her.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Anyway, though. All right, we're getting off topic from Suicide
Back
Squad.
on topic. Idris Elba, he's a big name, and he'll draw in crowds.
I think he'll die though.
I think there's a good chance he'll live.
I'm gonna give him a 6 Whoopi Goldbergs out of 10 to live.
I'm gonna give him a 4.
Yeah, 4. So we can even that out to 5, right? We can just do that.
I don't think we need to even stuff out. It's just separate.
Okay, that's fine, I guess.
All right, next one.
We got the next one, which is John Cena. That's right, the man you can't see.
He's dead. Not a chance he survives.
The character is Peacemaker, by the way.
Not a chance he survives. First off, it is in where you do spin-off series for dead characters nowadays. Look at Black Widow. Giving her a movie after.
So you're saying they're gonna make a Peacemaker spinoff?
They are.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a like limited series on HBO Max
with
after
John
this movie
Cena
comes out. Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. That's a big name. Yeah. John Cena's a pretty big name.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen him in much movies, but I think he's a big enough meme to be in the movie for people to go and watch him, but then not want a sequel. But then they're like, yeah, I guess I'll watch a series at home. But
like
I think
8 episodes.
Yeah, it's probably like 8 to 10 episodes or something like that. But I don't think people will be clamoring to see him in a sequel. So I think he's got a 10 for me. 10 out of 10 will be Goldberg. He's gonna die.
I honestly think he's gonna live.
I think he's gonna live.
I think he's gonna get like. He's gonna. I bet you $1 million he'll be the main hero.
Really?
That saves the day, because he's such a beam.
Here's another thing. They had released like a featurette a couple months ago, whenever this was. People went through it and they found out. They like analyzed it and they looked. There's like 2 teams, and so they're thinking. Like one gets sent in after one gets killed. Okay. And I can't remember which is which.
Okay.
Which is a good thing.
I think he's gonna live.
Also, his costume. Look at his costume. It looks too cheap.
Look up the John Cena Peacemaker costume. It's very good.
Look up just like photos of all these characters. Most of them look bad.
Most of them look like
in a good way.
Yeah. I like that that Cena is described as a douchey Captain America.
Yeah, I heard him say that in an interview.
It's very funny.
So 10 out of 10 for me. What'd you?
I put a 4 because I think he actually might be one of the main dudes.
All right.
We got Colonel Rick Flag, who is played by Joel Kinnaman.
I think he's gonna die.
I think he'll die too because I think he's just like he does no power.
Yeah, he was in the original.
He was in the original too. Yeah.
I don't like his new yellow suit thing.
Yeah, it's kind of tacky.
I think they're gonna kill him off as like he might introduce a character like he did Katana, and then he gets like shot or something. He's like, "Oh yeah, they hit my back," and he goes. That would
be really funny.
He's like, "Well, Katana didn't protect you this time, did she?"
I'm gonna give him a 7 though, because there is a chance he might live.
Yeah, I'd say I'm gonna go with an 8.
Okay, that's fair. He's not really an interesting character.
Yeah, same. He's really generic.
Oh, I'm a boy scout. Oh, I got a gun. Oh, I got a gun. Well, speaking of not generic.
What do you got? I can't even see
Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang. I want to see him live, and I think he will, because there's a new game. What is it? The Suicide Squad versus the Justice League, or Kills the Justice League? I think it's Kills the Justice League. And he's in that, and so I think there's a good chance he'll live, and they want to keep him around as kind of a branding kind of character, because
What's his name? What's the actor's name? Jai
Courtney.
Jai. Okay.
Yeah. And people liked him in the original. People thought
he was a fan favorite.
Yeah,
I think
he's pretty cool.
He's okay. He was okay. I didn't like the original. We got Peter Capaldi as the Thinker.
I think he's going to be the villain, if I'm not mistaken.
He does seem like a villain.
So he might be. I think he's going to die. The last villain died in the original, so I think. And the Thinker in the comics, he's this crazy smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually a version of him in the Flash TV show, and he's just way too powerful to keep alive as a bad guy. Mm-hmm. So I think there's a very good chance he's going to die.
Maybe.
I'd say like 11 out of 10, because there's no way you can keep somebody around like that.
Maybe, I don't know.
But you're not answering. You didn't answer the.
Oh fuck. Captain Boomerang. I'll give him a 3. I don't think he'll die. And the Thinker, I'm also gonna give him a 3. I think he might live throughout this movie, and then they have another sequel, and then he'll die there.
I don't think I said Boomerang. 4 out of 10, and then Thinker 11 out of 10.
Jeez, Undying.
Yeah, because there's no way you can keep somebody around that's like, you keep them in a cell, but then they'll be able to break out of the cell because they're too smart.
Maybe, I don't know. We got Soul Serena.
Soul Serena, I don't even know who that is. Let me see a picture of her.
That girl. Alice Braga plays her. I don't.
Oh, I think she's like a.
She's
like
normie.
Military character, kind of like.
A normie.
Yeah, normie.
She's gonna die.
She might be around. Maybe she'll die.
She's totally gonna die.
I give her 50-50. I'm gonna say a 5 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 10.
I think it's either gonna be her or Rick Flag that survive. I don't think both of them are.
No, I think she's gonna die. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna say if Rick Flag dies, she's gonna survive. But if she survives, then Rick Flag dies.
That's fair.
Because there's no room for 2 normies on a team.
So we got Blackguard, played by Pete Davidson.
Oh my god. This is like Gavin's favorite actor.
He's one of my favorite comedians out right now.
He loves Pete Davidson.
I love him so much.
I've yet to see The King of Staten Island. You say it's a good movie. I've heard
very
it's bad.
good. What? I've heard okay things, honestly.
I've heard bad things.
What? I've heard okay things. Yeah. I like the movie a lot. I think it's got the movie, like The King of Staten Island. It's honestly one of my favorite movies this year.
I mean, I have a list of movies that I've seen this year, and none of them are amazing.
Yeah, but
there's a couple that are genuinely pretty good, but nothing that's like, oh my god.
That's what my King of Staten Island is for me. I'm like, dang, I relate so hard. It's very relatable.
All right, back to Pete Davidson. Full sidetrack.
I want to say he
was. What is he? Blackguard.
Blackguard. Look at that character stance.
I think his character is like he can project things. Isn't that what we read about him before?
He usually wears heavy armor gifted to him by the thousands, an organization.
I think that sounds like kind of a cool character, but Pete Davidson,
apparently
I don't see as an action hero.
He could generate a shield and a mace made of pure energy.
That's what I was thinking of. So
he uses guns.
Maces are cool. That could be fun to see in action.
Yeah.
But I don't see Pete Davidson as like a DC action hero, so I think I'm gonna go with a 7 on he's gonna die.
I really want to say a 1.
Say what you want. Say what you really.
He's
think.
My favorite. It's just so biased. I don't care. It's a 1. He's gonna live.
Oh yeah. Now that we've talked about this, we have to see this together and review it on the podcast.
Yeah. We can whenever it comes out. We can go on a little movie date. We got Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man. I want him to survive. He's my Pete Davidson. He's just too crazy and too weird to go out. Like he hits that perfect circular of, oh yeah, it's kind of like he cool then weird and then just way too weird. But then he circles back around to cool. and I just really want him to stay around.
He's got a cool power. Like, the polka dots are basically like a portal gun.
Well, like, I think they do different things.
They
Like, I think the red
different
ones
things.
like catch people on fire or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of sounds cool. Like, once you get past the name, you kind of start thinking,
Polka
hey,
Dot Man.
Yeah, Polka Dot Man. But
The least threatening name, supervillain name.
They have to have one where, like, the Thinker's, like, everybody's knocked out on the floor, and Polka Dot Man is standing there, just fucking, like, onesie or whatever he has. and he's like, Polka Dot Man, really? What are you gonna do?
Just catches him on fire. Dies. I'm gonna give Polka Dot Man. I do want to see him live. I'll give him a 4.
I want to see him at least last until the end. Maybe he can die in the end, but I at least want to see him go against the Thinker or whoever the main bad guy is. Because it'd be so funny.
It would be. Savant, Michael Rooker's character. Just because it's Michael Rooker, I'm gonna say
die.
He's gonna die.
He's a friend of James Gunn, and I think he's kind of doing this as like a cameo.
Yeah, I think
it feels like that. Because like I follow his Instagram, and every now and then I go on Instagram, and he hasn't posted like anything about it. So I don't think he's done much prep for it, which makes me think he's not that big of a character.
Probably not.
So, Savant, I think is probably a 9 out of 10 for me.
I'm giving it a 10.
And Polka Dot Man, we didn't really say. I
said a 4.
Yeah, I'm thinking of 4.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go with 3, just on that.
Okay. We got Mongol.
That's that like weird alien chick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could see her living.
I
actually could see her being like one of the bad guys, like helpers.
Yeah, she does look like a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's like
all the Suicide Squad. Aren't they all bad guys?
Yeah, they are, but the bad guys.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe she's like the heavy hitter for like the Thinker, because he's not much of a puncher, a brawler.
Yeah.
And maybe she's like...
He's a thinker.
Yeah, he's a thinker. So, if she teamed up with him, then probably dead. I'd say 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
But if she doesn't, maybe a 5 out of 10.
I'm giving her a 6.
She seems like she could be cool. Like, she's like an alien.
I'm going to give her a 6. She does seem cool, but like, you know.
Right, next one.
Yeah. TDK.
So this hasn't been officially
Nathan
announced.
Fillion, I guess.
Yeah, so this is rumored to be Arm Fall Off Boy. Which, as the name suggests,
his arm falls off.
His limbs fall off. And I'm not exactly sure what he can do with them. I've just heard that this is possibly his character. And I think he's just gonna die.
It'd be fucking hilarious if he stayed.
I think he's gonna... So if the opening is kind of like an attack on some kind of bad guys, and like they all get trapped, and like he's the last one standing.
He has to use his arm.
And he's like, and he like falls all apart. But then the limbs start like jumping up, and he like smacks the bad
That'd be
guy.
hilarious.
I don't know if that's how his powers work, but that'd be hilarious.
That's funny. That's so funny. Ratcatcher, the sequel.
Ratcatcher 2? Ratcatcher.
Why is there a
Boogaloo.
second?
She's dead.
She's dead. Like,
She's dead. That's a joke. That's a meme.
That's got to be a meme.
Oh, you're the second one? What happened to the first one? Shows them.
That's going to be the whole joke. That's going to be the whole joke.
Yeah.
If that's not the whole joke.
No, they're going to show a flashback of the first one dying, and she's going to die in the exact same fashion.
I think so. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, 10. There's no way she's
10 out of 10. She's not living.
She can control and communicate with rats.
They're going to have Ratcatcher 3 by the end of the movie.
Dude, if that's the case, I'm going to die.
That'd be hilarious.
King Shark.
I want him to live. Just because it's rumored that Taika Waititi is going to voice him. You know who that is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I love his voices. He's a really funny comedian. Really good director. So I would love him to be like, hey, man, I'm going to go get some fish. You want to come?
It'd be funny. It would be funny, but like... Hey,
and he looks... If you look at the picture that they released of him, he's like, hello.
He's so derpy.
He's like, hi.
Hi, I'm in the movie.
Hey,
hi,
man.
Mom.
Hey, man.
Hey, Mom.
That's how you take away.
Weasel.
Weasel.
Sean Gunn, who's James Gunn's brother.
I love how he's like bugged out.
It is set to appear in motion capture.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Could you imagine a motion captured weasel just fighting?
This is a weird one because
A man-sized anthropomorphic weasel.
I think there's a good chance
I think he's
he's gonna die.
I want to see him live. I think
it'd be a bit much in the on the special effects if there was 2 full CGI characters.
I can't get over the face.
Yeah, the face is really bad.
It's really bad. Like, it's actually the worst CG I've seen. Oh my
Dude,
god.
that's him in the death scene, probably. Like, he sees a rocket coming in his face, he's like, ooh!
Yeah, probably. He has superhuman strength and speed, though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The most generic thing. He's
Well,
dead.
he's a weasel.
He's dead.
Superhuman, I bet you he's
Wait,
gonna live.
is he...
As a joke, he's gonna live.
Okay.
He'll be the joke one to live.
I hope not.
Instead of King Shark, it'd be funny if it's a weasel.
Yeah, King Shark gets killed.
That would be...
King Shark walks up to like a guy with a harpoon gun and he's like, hey man, you want to put that down? Let's talk it out. And he shoots him right through his like
Oh,
under
shoot,
thing.
man.
He's like, oh, that kind of hurt. Ow. And Weasel comes over and jumps on King Shark's body and like kicks the guy with the harpoon gun.
That'd be badass.
I'm predicting this entire movie.
If
I'm
you
gonna
are-
get
if you-
99% of it
If
wrong.
you are, spoiler alert. We'll put a
Got
spoiler.
it. I hope I get a lot of this right. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious if you did
I've
too.
secretly seen the movie.
You got early screening. What gets 10? No, I'm not gonna say 10. I'm giving
saying
it
a 7.
I'm giving it a 4.
I'm gonna get 7.
I'm gonna guess 4. Javelin
Javelin?
by Flulaborg, who is that even a
That's a YouTuber. That's an old YouTuber.
really?
Yeah, he made funny stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Since he's a YouTuber, I think he's dead.
Probably, which you hate to see, but
Yeah.
you know it's probably true. So 10. I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm saying. I'm gonna say 9.
10.
Slim chance he lives.
Flulaborg. We got Viola Davis's character, Amanda Walker, who I think was the Waller, who was the like leader.
I think she's pretty safe.
Yeah, she's the leader.
She's
the one that calls the shots.
Yeah, she's the one that's like.
And she never gets in trouble, really.
Yeah, I mean, well, the first one.
She kind of did.
She was in trouble, but she had the team.
Yeah, it's
and
like
blah blah blah.
yeah. So I think she'll live probably.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it, right?
That is it.
That's it. Wow, that was a
Right.
good segment. I think. I had fun with that.
Watch. The end team is gonna be Polka Dot Man, Weasel, Ratcatcher 2,
What was it? Blackguard.
Blackguard, and Javelin.
Yeah, no Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn's dead. Idris Elba's character is dead. Bloodsport.
John Cena's character.
John Cena lives too. Gotta have a gun guy in there.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. If you got to think about the variety of like what the team will be. You can't have too many characters that are the same. So like if you have a Javelin, I feel like you can't have a Blackguard.
Well, then we're gonna have Blackguard in there.
But then if you have I don't even remember that one character's name. That girl Rick Flag.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But like you can't have 2 of those because it's like, oh, it's just guns. They're military people.
yeah, it's like, ooh, you're gonna scare me with your guns.
Yeah, like, well, you got a gun.
Blackguard can literally have.
I've got a mace.
He can make a mace and a shield. Like, basically,
And Polka Dot Man's got polka dots.
yeah, that could literally light you on fire.
So
Wow, that was awesome.
okay, so to end it, I guess the first episode of the Gav and Nate podcast.
As part of the Gav and Nate show.
After our ramblings about the Suicide Squad, we just want to ask if you guys have any suggestions for like weird foods. Hit us up, put it in the comments.
Please
let
do
us
not
know.
spam salmon, please.
Yeah.
Just please.
Would you try salmon?
I'm never.
If I got you like the nicest pink salmon fillet, would you try it?
No. Seafood is the worst.
What about like shrimp?
No, I don't like shrimp. I don't like any seafood.
See, I don't like it even either.
You saw how I reacted with the salmon.
Yeah.
That's all we'll say.
Yawn.
Good one. I've been yawning throughout the whole podcast, so I hope people are not annoyed.
I don't remember you yawning.
I yawned a lot. You might hear it on the way, like whenever you're looking at it.
I mean, we might like cause people to yawn because it's like contagious.
It is contagious. No, it is. I promise you, it is for me at least. I'm very contagious to it. I don't know why.
I remember in school, quick tangent, I had to ride on in a van because I got in trouble.
Oh my
Story
God.
for a later date.
That'd be a good story.
Yeah, it's
the school stories would be just a good segment we could do.
yeah. So stories at a later date. Tune in for those.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I had to ride in a van, and we were talking about this. And a little while later, I messed with the lady driving it, and I yawned, and then she had to, and she's like, "Nate, we were just talking about this," and she got kind of mad.
That's funny.
Yeah. So suggest us weird food.
Make sure it's not. Make sure it's edible for me.
Yeah, let's not do like seafood, I guess.
Also, meat.
Oh yeah,
like-
he's not. His stomach is weird with burgers.
Yeah,
So,
I would puke them up every
Yeah.
time.
yeah. So we're limiting the stuff you can eat, even though you're a food reviewer. So that's
look. I'm
great.
sorry. Yeah, it's. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Maybe one day I'll pick up the slack.
Yeah, maybe you won't be a pussy and show your face on camera.
If
No,
we
I'm
get
just kidding, Nate. You're a good cameraman.
2 million subscribers. face
Dang.
review.
Okay. Face reveal for you.
Now we'll do 1 million.
Okay.
I'll do 1 million.
How about 500,000?
No.
Okay. That's fair, I guess.
1 million.
1 million subscribers, Nate.
1 million subscribers, and we'll do
Face reveal.
face reveal, and he will try those sardines.
If I go back on that, I'm sorry.
Well, you're not gonna go back. 'Cause you will have 1 million people shouting at you.
If my stomach doesn't let me, Nate, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to plug my nose. I'm gonna have to cut like.
Yeah,
The
that's a
fish.
big thing about it. You should have plugged your nose.
No, it does not matter.
It does matter. Trust me. I've eaten a lot of
How do
bad
people
things.
eat those?
I don't know. My dad eats them all the time.
Oh my god, bro, his breath's gotta smell terrible.
No.
Really? Interesting.
Pretty much it.
That is pretty much it.
Pretty much it.
Subscribe. You know the drill.
Yeah, subscribe. Hit the bell notification.
Mm-hmm.
We upload food reviews every Sunday. These podcasts will go up on Wednesdays, probably every 3 or 4 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see what happens.
We'll see. Schedules are kind of weird with us right now.
Our schedules are weird
Yeah, we're doing the best we can.
because like I've got school. Got to focus on that.
Yeah.
After school, it's gonna be so much easier.
Oh yeah.
Like we can be way more consistent then.
Mhm.
But I feel like if we start now that we're young, I think it would be good. So
Comment. Give us some feedback.
give
Let
us
us know.
food. Give us some topics.
Yes, topics.
The election's coming up, at least for us.
Yeah.
If there's people that watch, fuck it.
You can't tell them to vote because it'll be over by the time.
Vote. No, I'm just
We hope you voted. I didn't
Hey,
vote.
in any future elections, vote.
Yeah, vote.
Just vote.
I forgot to sign up. Besides the point. Hit the follow on. This should be on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening, whatever. Hit the follow.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll see you next time.
Yeah, honestly. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.